Oopsies. I missed another month. I missed another 3 months. I'm thinking of abandoning the month theme. I don't think I'm going to be able to get these out monthly, which for me is very disappointing, but luckily you don't give a shit. Disclaimer, there's some albums in here that I haven't listened to since late March, so my memory's going to be a bit foggy. Really, these last few months have been terrible. Both for me and for music, so this isn't going to be a very enthusiastic video. Except towards the end, there's some good ones at the end. This is my mic stand. I'll be taking no further questions. This is a mattress. Shall we begin? My computer is now in front of the camera rather than behind, so I don't have to pretend that I'm remembering all my notes. I'm human, guys, can you believe it? I listened to quite a lot of albums during this time, so I'm just gonna quick fire around a couple. Stardust, Young Lean. Didn't like it. It's my least favourite album of the year so far. This is worse than the Rex Orange County record, I think. Harry's House, Harry Styles. I try really hard to like Harry Styles and his music, but this is just a very generic pop record hiding behind some quirky trumpets and some scatting. Sorry, it's not good. Labyrinthitis by Destroyer. I don't even remember listening to this. The fact that I don't remember it says enough. D-Day, a Gangsta Grillz mixtape by Dreamville. Shit. There's a good opening track, Stick. Quite enjoyed that. And yeah, the rest of it's quite mediocre. Even JID, I'm a big fan of. He's not making waves on this album. Come Home, The Kids Miss You, Jack Harlow. I don't think this is as bad as everyone says it is, but I was pleasantly surprised for the first 10 minutes, and then it just gets really repetitive and boring. Crest by Bladee and Echo 2K. I actually quite like this. I'm sorry to say it, but I enjoyed a Bladee song. Unfortunately, I'm not a drainer, but I can admit that this album was really fun to listen to. The Flag Is Raised, specifically. Simple by IDK. Exactly what it says on the tin. It's 18 minutes. It's easy listening. There's a fucking fly buzzing around my head. I don't know if that's picking up. Diaspora Problems, Soul Glow. There is some undeniable quality here, but it just isn't my vibe. Very abrasive, very hardcore. This is definitely a listen for the punk lot. But From a Bird's Eye View by Cordae. The most talented YBN boy goes solo, and it's very disappointing. There's a bar about fucking someone until she shakes like Tourette's. No, do better. Chloe in the Next 20th Century, Father John Misty. It's been a while. Ramona Park Broke My Heart by Vince Staples. Vince Staples is so overrated. I see conversations about him having a legendary discography, but it's just so mid. This album is really fun, especially tracks like A, brackets, Free the Homies, Paper Cuts and Lemonade. I love Action Bronson. His voice is iconic, his bars are weird and funny, and he has a very unique and creative style. This is a very solid record, and I'll be listening again. There's some like crazy crocodile sounds going on in the background, and it's an assault on your ears, but in a good way. Jack White dons his best ninja cosplay. He releases the follow-up to Boarding House Reach, a record that I really liked.
Bruh, look at this dude, look at his hair.
At first I loved it, and then I kept listening, and it just started to feel very hollow, like a Jack White robot or an AI had made it. Favourite tracks are Taking It Back and White Raven. Right, now we get on to the stuff that I actually liked. It's Almost Dry, Pusha T. I say that, and then my first note is...
honestly, kinda disappointing.
Right. You just expect so much from Pusha T, kinda to his detriment. But there are some really enjoyable songs on here, especially Let the Smokers Shine the Coops and Dreaming of the Past. These guys are very clear industry plants, with a massive following being grown on TikTok from nothing. But industry plant or not, this shit fucking slaps. There is not one song on this album that I didn't like, some fun, quirky instrumentals and lyricism that really tie this album together well. Favourite tracks are Chaise Lounge, Wet Dream and Your Mum.
Rosalía.
God, this is so good. Every song is so beautifully infectious, and you can really hone in on the instrumentals and her voice because you don't actually know what she's saying. Well, me specifically, I don't speak Spanish. Though I have no clue, her voice is beautiful, even when it's caked in auto-tune and getting chopped and cut up. This album takes so many unexpected turns, with jazz breakdowns in the middle of saoco, and soulful ballads interrupting the industrial techno on cue. And finally, I challenge you to listen to Bizcoquito without repeating the... This album even has the Weeknd feature with him speaking in Spanish. It's got everything. Favorite tracks: Saoko, Candy, Chicken Teriyaki, Biscoquito. Hold on. Delirio den Grandeza. Couldn't have said that anymore. Fucking Brexit. And Cute.
Sometimes